Hello everybody, welcome to Exploring with Cindy and Dan. Today is March 25th, 2024, and we are in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico with the Disney Wonder. We will give you some tips and information about all the excursions with the Disney Wonder, and we'll tell you what to do while in the port. So join us in this adventure. We arrived at Cabo San Lucas at around 8:30 in the morning, and we were able to disembark at around 9 a.m. and the all-aboard time was at 5:30 p.m. Disney Wonder utilized small boats to transport us to the shore. This is called tender service. This was provided by a local company in Cabo San Lucas. Cruise line always tell you that you need your cruise card and a photo ID ready to debark or disembark the ship, but you really just need the KTTW card and keep your ID or passport in your wallet. Tender boats will run continuously throughout the day from the Disney Wonder to the pier and back until the last tender at 5:30 p.m. For guests without Port Adventures excursion, tendering will begin at around 9 a.m. via tender ticket process in the Walt Disney Theater on deck 4 forward. Remember to have all the members of your party together before proceeding to the Walt Disney Theater. Ticket distribution runs until 11:30, and after that, you can just proceed directly to the gangway on deck 1 without a ticket. For guests going on Port Adventures, you and your party will have to meet at your designated excursion meeting location on board at the time listed on your Port Adventures ticket. This ticket will be your tender ticket. You do not have to get a ticket at the Walt Disney Theater. Port Adventure excursion after 11:30 a.m. will meet directly on the pier, and please allow at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes or so for tender travel time before your excursion meeting time on the pier. Here, as you can see, we are already boarding the tender boat. It is pretty big and it holds a lot of people. If you've seen my previous videos, I always like to give you a little information about our port of call. So, Cabo San Lucas is located at the southern tip of the 1,000-mile-long Baja California Peninsula. It is a tropical paradise with great weather and low humidity. The crystal clear waters and the enchanting desert landscapes make Cabo San Lucas the perfect vacation destination for everybody. The beautiful Arc, or Arco de Cabo San Lucas, is the local landmark. When we came to Cabo with the Discovery Princess a few years ago, we were able to get great pictures of the Arc. Cabo San Lucas is famous for fishing, and according to an officer at Disney Wonder, Cabo earns its reputation as the billfish capital of the world and hosts a variety of sport fishing tournaments. Here you will also find world-class golf courses with breathtaking ocean views. Cabo San Lucas has a population of approximately 203,000 people. It was originally the home of a Native American tribe known for their advanced irrigation system as well as their skillful weaving. Then the 1500s brought the Spanish explorers, and at the end of the 19th century, Cabo San Lucas became a main shipping port. And after World War II, the fishing village in Cabo San Lucas began attracting sport fishing competitions. This city is now one of Mexico's most popular places to visit. You will find beautiful and amazing resorts, shops, restaurants, and many beautiful beaches and scenic trails, and for the more adventure guests, you can embark on an adventure of a lifetime. You will drive along the scenic coast through canyons, hills, in a rugged 4x4 that Disney Wonder offers as an excursion. Cabo San Lucas also attracts visitors from all over the world, looking for the traditional, authentic Mexican street food that you will find all over the city, at the local taquerias, where you can get authentic tacos, tortas, and quesadillas. If you would like to do a more cultural and educational tour, you might want to visit La Casa de la Cultura, that originally served as a refuge for U.S. citizens during the U.S.-Mexican War of 1847. Its structure has been preserved to this day. La Casa de la Cultura has a theater, small park, and a lookout view area with amazing views of Cabo San Lucas. Cabo San Lucas has also two of the most popular scenic attractions that includes Playa del Amor or Lover's Beach and El Arco or the Arc, where the seas of the Cortez meets the Pacific Ocean. And this month of March was a perfect month to do a whale-watching tour. It just took a few minutes to get from the ship to the pier, and once we arrived, we did a self-guided walking tour of the city. This was the first time for my sister and her daughter, so they wanted to see everything, and they both love to shop. At the end of this video, we will show you the Marina Market and the Puerto Paraíso Mall. Now let's talk about the excursions that Disney Wonder offers. For us, it is always a good idea to book an excursion with the cruise line you are sailing with, because they will make sure that you will get back to the ship on time. If there is a delay for any reason, they are responsible for your safe return, but if you do an excursion with a private company, they cannot be responsible if you get back to the ship late and the ship already left. So we advise all passengers to book their excursion with the cruise line you're sailing with, in this case, an excursion with Disney Wonder. A very popular excursion is Cabo Dolphin Encounter at San Jose. The excursion lasts between 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and it costs around $129 for passengers 3 to 9 years old, or $159 for ages 10 and up. You will take a 30-minute drive through Cabo, and then you will meet at Cabo Dolphin Center, where you will meet and greet the dolphin trainers and participate with them. Then you will accompany the trainer to a specially designed educational pool, where you will have 20 minutes to touch and pet a Pacific bottlenose dolphin. Cabo Dolphin Swim is another popular excursion where you can swim with the dolphins. The excursion lasts between 1 hour and 1 hour and a half, and it costs $179 for passengers 5 to 9 years old, or $209 for ages 10 and up. The Cabo Dolphin Encounter is an excursion that lasts between 1 and 1.5 hours, and it costs $129 for passengers 3 to 9 years old, or $159 for ages 10 and up. And you also have the Cabo Dolphin Swim at San Jose. This excursion lasts between 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and it costs $179 for passengers 5 to 9 years old, or $209 for ages 10 and up. The Harbor Cruise and Scenic Stop is a great excursion. This excursion lasts between 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and it costs $55 for passengers 0 to 9 years old, or $79 for ages 10 and up. On this excursion, you will sail to the Arc of Poseidon, Land's End, and Los Arcos Formation before driving to a local viewing area. You will see the Arcos Formation up close and get beautiful pictures. This arco was created naturally over thousands of years due to the effects of wind and water. Land's End Coastal Cruise and Beach Break. It's an excursion that everybody loves. The excursion lasts between 4 and 4.5 hours, and it costs only $69 for passengers 0 to 9 years old, or $95 for ages 10 and up. You will cruise around the Cabo Peninsula, see the Los Arcos Formation, and then you will arrive at the popular beach club. It is a 40-minute trip. You will enjoy a complimentary beverage and listen to the tour guide talking about the marine life, ecology, and the history of the Baja California. Once you get to the beach, you will have about 2.5 hours to enjoy the beach, have a light lunch, and a welcome drink that are all included in the tour. Now we are arriving at Puerto Paraíso Mall. It was probably around 20 minutes walk from the pier. Continuing with the Disney Wonder excursions, there are two great cooking and tasting excursions. The Metate Legendary Cooking Class is a culinary and cultural experience, and one of our next door neighbor in the rotational dining venue at Disney Wonder told us that he was afraid that their little kids wouldn't like the excursion, but at the end they loved it. The tour lasts 3 to 3.5 hours, and it costs $89 for passengers 5 to 9 years old and $104 for ages 10 to 75. Salsa and Salsa Excursion is one of the best excursions at Disney Wonder. It's a very popular excursion. For some passengers, it was the best and was really enjoyable for both children and adults. You will learn how to make several Mexican salsas, and for the adults, enjoy margaritas and some dancing at the end of the excursion. The excursion lasts between 3 and 3.5 hours, and it costs $79 for passengers 3 to 9 years old or $119 for ages 10 and up. Cabo Beach Break is another excursion that lasts between 3.5 hours to 4 hours, and it costs $69 for passengers 3 to 9 years old or $85 for ages 10 and up. Camel and Mexican Outback Adventure is an excursion that lasts between 4 to 4.5 hours, and it costs $110 for passengers 6 to 9 years old or $139 for 10 and up. One of the snorkeling adventures excursion is the Chileno Bay Snorkeling Adventure. The excursion lasts between 4.5 hours to 5 hours, and it costs $84 for passengers 5 to 9 years old or $109 for ages 10 and up. And the Clear Boat and Snorkel Experience is an excursion that lasts 2 hours, and it costs $69 for passengers 5 to 9 years old or $79 for ages 10 to 75. The Coastal Highlights excursion is a very easy tour. The tour lasts between 4 and 4.5 hours, and it costs $49 for passengers 3 to 9 years old or $65 for ages 10 and up. The Cabo Whale Photo Adventure excursion is one of the best excursions with Disney Wonder. The excursion lasts between 3.5 hours to 4 hours, and it costs $68 for passengers 6 to 9 years old or $100 for ages 10 and up. This is a very, very popular excursion. It is a whale-watching excursion off the Cabo coast. The tour starts at the Cabo Dolphin Center with a short briefing and restroom access. Then you will board an inflatable watercraft. You will potentially see humpback whales, great whales, and orcas, depending on the month of the year. You will pass the landmarks of Cabo San Lucas, including the Arco, Sea Lion Colony, and Lovers Beach. Another awesome excursion is the Resort Shopping and Lunch excursion. It is great for everybody. The excursion lasts between 5.5 hours to 6 hours, and it costs $99 for passengers 3 to 9 years old or $135 for ages 10 and up. On this excursion, you will discover the work of local artists while browsing the galleries of the 18th century Spanish colonial town. You will enjoy a 10-minute scenic drive on a motor coach around the Plaza Amelia Walks and the historic main square. Then you will continue on a 30-minute coastal drive to San Jose Town Square. You will learn about the settlement on a 15-minute guided walking tour, and then you will have 45 minutes to explore on your own. You will also have 3 hours to enjoy a delicious lunch buffet and the resort pool, or take a walk on the beach. Now for a more fast-paced excursion, the 4x4 Polaris Desert Adventure for 2 passengers and 4 passengers are amazing. They both last between 5 to 5.5 hours, and it costs $245 for ages 18 and up for the 2-passenger excursion, and for the 4-passenger one is $399 for ages 18 and up. This is an adventure of a lifetime, like Disney Wonder describes it. You will maneuver along the scenic coast through canyons, hills, streams, and more in a rugged 4x4. You will end your tour with a traditional Mexican lunch and drinks before heading back to Cabo. Now we are arriving at the Marina Mercado. It is like a big flea market or marketplace with lots of souvenirs, t-shirts, hats, sunglasses, handmade ornaments. Here is where you will find souvenirs for families and friends back at home. We bought so many things here, but don't forget, you can bargain here, and that is absolutely normal. And continuing with the excursions, I would like to mention 3 more excursions that are some passengers' favorite. The ATV Desert Expedition excursion is another advanced excursion. It lasts between 5 to 5.5 hours, and it costs $139 for ages 18 and up. The certified 2-tank dive adventure excursion is a more advanced excursion. It lasts between 3 to 3.5 hours, and it costs $139 for ages 12 and up. You will have to show your open water certification for scuba diving and a log certified dive in the last 12 months in order to participate in this excursion. Once you are set to go, you will enjoy 2 1-tank dives in the vicinity of the Stone Arc and the Lovers Beach, approximately 45 minutes each. And the last excursion I'd like to mention is the Santa Maria Snorkel and Sail. This is a 4 to 4.5 hour excursion, and it costs $69 for ages 5 to 9 and $109 for ages 10 and up. This is another popular excursion. You will cruise along the coast of the Cabos, most recognizable landmarks, and then snorkel in the waters of Santa Maria Cove. The snorkeling gear is included in this tour, and you will receive instructions from an experienced guide. We absolutely loved Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. For us, this was our 3rd time here in Cabo, and we always enjoyed the city. This is the end of our video of Cabo San Lucas with the Disney Wonder. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to watch our video series of the Disney Wonder 7-Day Mexican Riviera. And please consider supporting us by subscribing to our channel with the notification bell on, so you'll know when we'll have our next video of the ports of call of Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta. Thank you so much.